让它龟速黑化，有一点Hello， 大家好，我是常常。今天我们来玩的是《格林童话惊魂记》中的第13集，名字叫做金鹅。那一只金色的鹅到底能够产生什么奇怪的故事呢？那就让我们直接开始喽。
Only in fairy tales could a numbskull be a hero. Bearing an unprepossessing name is nearly a requirement. It's guaranteed that something good will happen to him, no matter how unlikely or undeserved. The golden goose is appalling proof. Father sends his 3 sons to chop wood, perhaps believing that idle hands do the devil's work.
Take provisions, children. God forbid you should suffer a moment's hunger or thirst. Smarty Pants should have a pancake, Mother, with a flask of good wine. Let Best Boy have the same. Dimwit can take that crust of moldy bread and a bottle of sour beer.
As soon as they enter the woods, the would-be lumberjacks encounter a peculiar old man.
Please, sir, offer me a piece of your pancake and a drink from your flask. I'm hungry and parched.
I think not, old one. If I shared with you, I'd have less for myself.
You young gentleman, might I have a morsel of your cake and a sip of your wine? I'm starving.
Oh no, old one. If I shared with you, I couldn't share with someone worthier.
Then you, boy, will you share your food and drink with me?
Gladly, sir. Though you may be accustomed to better, half of what I have is yours.
Bad character bears bad luck. You have a good heart. If you cut down that old tree, you'll find something good at the roots.
Something good? Maybe. There's a goose with feathers of pure gold sitting in the roots. Dimwit gathers it up and walks to the nearest town. Curious girls whose greed conquers their discretion try to steal some golden feathers. The moment they touch anything that has touched the goose, they're held fast and dragged behind Dimwit like a lumpy tail.
Keep away, for goodness sake, keep away! This is not like glittering precious gold. It's more like horse glue. Stay back! Save the advice, you selfish churl. Why should you have all that gold? I want my
And she gets her share of deserved ridicule. But there's more fun to come. A nosy parson's sense of decency is outraged by the bizarre procession.
For shame, you good-for-nothing hussy. Why are you running after this young man? Come on.
Hi, Your Reverence. Don't forget we have a christening today.
What a fiasco! But hilarious! Everyone who witnesses these fools tripping behind Dimwit and cursing their own stupidity is in stitches. Gotta love that. And the king's daughter does.
Father, that man made me laugh. I want to marry him.
Him? He's several stops below your station.
If you want me to be happy, arrange it.
All right, but he must prove himself worthy. Boy, come close if you want to be my heir.
The king's not happy that his only daughter has fallen for a dolt with a retinue of morons. After a moment's thought, he sets 3 tasks.
First, find a man who can drink an entire cellar full of wine. Then, find a man who can eat a mountain of bread. Finally, bring me a ship that can sail on land and water. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Happy to try, Your Majesty. I'm off to find a thirsty man.
He doesn't know where to find a world-class boozer, so he returns to the forest where he found the goose. There, he meets a man who says his thirst can't be quenched. Imagine that. And takes him back to the castle.
Water makes me sick, you see. Dirty stuff. Fish frolic in it. Only wine, lots of it, can slake my thirst. Luckily, I learned to dog paddle.
Happy I could help you out.
Not as happy as I am.
Confident that the wine will be imbibed, Dimwit sets off to find the consumer of a mountain of bread. Naturally, he returns to the spot of his previous success. And once again, like a royal mountie on a roll, he gets his man.
Mount Bread's a fine place for hungry fellas.
Indeed. The hills and the valleys of bread I've consumed might as well be a cocktail, Winnie. If I'm not to die of hunger, I must eat more.
Mind the dogs. Who knows what they've eaten might cause indigestion.
I've a very strong stomach.
All gluttons must now. Finally, the ship that sails on sea and land must be secured, and Dimwit returns to the well. And the little old man with whom he shared his food provides the unique ship. Here comes a wedding.
You passed all the tests. Welcome to the family, I guess. My pleasure, Your Majesty, though not as much fun as I'll have tonight.
War.
We'll see about that. Hard to be funnier than a sticky goose.
The inevitable wedding causes inevitable illness. After the king's death, which couldn't come too soon in my view, Dimwit inherited the kingdom and lived contentedly with his wife. Oh boy. Made for each other, I'd say. Over the top, isn't it? Dimwit's generosity might be commended, but not so handsomely rewarded. The king's tests are seriously odd and dopey. Does the princess really want him for a laugh? Where's the goose, by the way? And shouldn't he change his name? Think of his children. Oh no, I wouldn't stomach it. I'd play on. Won't you? Father sends his sons to chop down trees. Why? I'm serious. The weather's fair, the cottage is in good condition, he's not in the lumber business. Why? Looks like mindless, punishing make-work. His sons should show him what they think of his program. Make it foul.
好，出发！如果你有很耐心的看完前面的故事的话，你会知道这个前传就是他爸爸呢要小朋友去砍柴。那至于理由为何呢？我们不知道。有一种说法就是爸爸是要惩罚他。不过跟上一次灰姑娘比起来，这个村庄很明显的太小了吧？应该可以的。各位看完硬币我们就疏通。哇！下烂！好，他就这样死了。哦，你看那只兔子直接大放风，在外面跳啊跳啊跳。好，那我们就从这边疏通一下。1、2、3。好的，给各位看一下我们美丽的花园。其实这一关很特别的是，它每个房子很像那个小地精，蓝色小精灵，然后被污染的感觉。我的兔子呢，兔子跑哪去了？它还在那边跳啊跳，好自由。好 ，Let's go。哇！等一下，那是野兽他爸不是吗？你他爸。
When the selfish older brothers deny a request to share their food and drink, did an uh-oh go off in your heads? Danger! Danger! Always a terrible idea to thwart a dwarf's desire. I know! I saw a whole website about it! Dimwit, despite his name, does not make this error. He wisely shares his meal and drink and receives mysterious instructions in return. Make it gross.
Let's go. 其实那个松鼠比跟他弟弟一样大，这样正常吗？我的硬币。哦，好，我现在应该跳不太过去，这可能是要把树给染黑。那没关系，我们先往前破到一定程度再回来。其实这关真的很有那种魔幻森林的感觉，你看地板，它从落叶变得就是土， 但不好意思，现在被我污染。其实看地板被污染也蛮有趣的。Let's go。而且他走路样子很可爱嘛，就是那种很呆傻那种感觉，即便拿了一把斧头。好，对，这就是两个哥哥的下场。虽然这样有 bug， 因为他既然现在把小丁打死的话，那就没办法靠最后面靠他来做船。哎，我的硬币！哎，等一下，什么意思？好，我们绕路。我们现在应该有办法去染最后面哦，猎人了。
Yes, I'll allow he has a gentle nature. He may be compassionate, if a bit dumb, but he's not much of an axe man. He's never going to chop down that tree and collect his reward. Let's lend him a sausage. Make it nasty.
不管他，我们先回去拿我们的硬币，再回来破。好，那我们现在应该可以拿硬币了。哎，等，好哦，会不会是这棵树倒下来，让我们踏着上去？就没想到是那只猪。OK， cool。好，那我们沿路走回去，我们看一下被黑化版的森林，就是树木全部枯死，每个都在流血，还是那是葡萄汁，我也不知道。好，哥哥们还是继续躺在地板上，有一个砍膝盖，一个砍耳朵，好痛。那我们就开始 go 了。这香肠这长肠
Grimm powers in the shape of robot or garbage.
哦不，竟然是这样的吗？好哦，所以我们全部用完，它就会死掉。成功。啊，还有，等一下这要怎么样
Stomping, butt kicking good. There's a goose with feathers of pure gold sitting in the roots. Dimwit gathers it up, walks to the nearest town.
但呢，这太大只了吧
Usefulness of a sticky golden goose is completely lost on me. I'm more a show me the money type. But in this case, I'll settle for the lepers. Roll on, big boy. Make it nasty.
啊！我最讨厌染人了，因为他们都会跑来跑去。等一下 ，Let's go，Let's go， 给我过来！我要你那个。还要这样，这样应该就可以染很快。我现在才发现地板是鹅卵石变这样子。我已经有一种就是之前玩魔鬼的3根金发那种姿势感。我还要那个闪电球球，他一直跟着我。等一下，这只鹅怎么那么大一只啊？这样合理吗？好，人群跳绳，我跳右边。
Super speed.
酷哎！我们找到一个秘密隐藏小空间。我想，等一下再染。 哎，怎么碰到没事？哦。我觉得外面场景变化变得很快嘛，连水都是溶浆，有点扯。你赶快叫他！太好了，我要这个。我是不是错过他？好，没关系。耶，这样顺多了，不是吗？快多了，顺多了。最后那2只，过来，好你，不要再跑了好不好？烦啊 ！OK， 顺便也把国王跟公主也染，好精彩啊！哦，不是啊，这也难怪公主会笑出来。哦，那个老妖在这边指挥他。要是有一个大鹅黏着一堆妖这边滚来滚去，我大概也会笑出来。啊 ，Let's go！ 等下他推着我跑了。哦不，狗狗。
Even a committed curmudgeon would find something laughable in these greedy or meddlesome misfits. Can't blame the princess, but given Dimwit and his crew, can't really blame the king for trying to welsh on the original marriage deal. He demands that 3 conditions must be met before the wedding can be celebrated. Dimwit, the poor sod, must find someone to drink a whole cellar full of wine in one go. Make it foul.
好，所以呢，我们来到了地窖。那这是国王给的第一个难题，要找一个人，他要能够喝光地窖所有的酒。这个没什么东西可以干，除了酒瓶、酒罐、酒桶。哦，好像忽然变很顺了。等下，他是不是露出来了？为什么露出来了？有种不太好的预感。那就哦 ，sorry， 快逃啊！等一下，现在我们跟着小老鼠走吗？那我们跟着小老鼠走一下。哦，水真的淹上来了，看那些人，看他们举手手舞足蹈的样子。等一下，淹到我这来，了！快，小老鼠，要逃命去，快！我这哈好。哇，真的，哦，这边好像安全一点。没有，那个水一直在淹呢。哇，已经成为腐蚀了，有点好笑。
A secret no more.
再走这，过来一点点。这里该不会有尾鱼吧？让我好奇看一下，啊没有。
But stomp it.
哇，不会吧？哇，最讨厌这种的，而且它开始漂浮起来了。哦，好，我赶快跳过去。希望小老鼠平安无事。好，看我们要逃到那边去。那这会淹多高啊？有，真的一直在淹上来，好可怕！好，那些养不到就算了，这个不想被淹死。
Dimwit better find a souse that can swim. I'd sink like a stone. Actually find something to drink the contents of the wine cellar, but the guy doesn't look like he's had enough practice. Make him more of an inveterate boozer. Stop it, girl! Make
他已经在旁边一直叫他赶快黑化他，赶快黑化他。哎，我的硬币。
The worst kind. Don't delay, but stomp
好，
away.
蛋，我先拿我的硬币，不要吵。
But stop it.
哎，他们就在这边安安全全的，就是等他过来再放 stop。来，
But stomp away.
哇，他这一大口真是一大口，喝尿配酒，尿在他头上，好笑。哎，有了，比较下面。 在这边等。而且刚刚那个木板踏一踏，它也会往下掉，很阴险的这个。我看到门了，看我们能够成功，活着真是太好了。 哦，喝完就跑可以哦。
Imagine that. Dimwit has actually managed to find a person who wants to eat a whole mountain of bread. But he's being too careful not to eat all the bread people. He needs to be more voracious. Here he comes, like a wave consumes a sandcastle. Totally, brutally, quickly. Uh-oh. Make it rip.
哎，不是那个，是不是有一点点高啊？等下他们在怕什么？哦，好大哦！哦，姜饼人，小姜自杀了。
Now who's foul?
等下我有种不祥的预感。啊，我被吃掉了！啊，不能被吃掉！奇怪，怎么这一关都是这种要赶快逃命啊，或者是跑很快的。耶，面包都发霉了，好恶心。
Now I'm
天空庙好黑哦。哎，我的硬币在右边。
Secret found.
好，我要怎么踏上去呢？哎，成功！我觉得我好厉害，刚转那么快还能跳得上去。啊！等它龟速黑化，有一点不。所以他要来这边吃掉跟一座山一样高的面包。这是长条面包是不是啊？等一下，这是我的硬币。在哪？到这边应该就安全了。你看它卡在那了，对它应该不会再过来了，它在休息，它慢慢吃。那我们就可以好好污染这些小姜。其实有点恶心哎，你看那个下面那个地板，这个面包竟然是绿色的，这能吃吗？吃会那个吧？应该不止挂医院咯，应该直接当场往生哎。而且面包竟然会长蛆，看地板。那明明是巧克力米，然后就被黑化是蛆，好恶！哦，有2只在房间里面偷偷开房间。他们被咬到，所以就变得很不足。好，这样应该差不多了。再上来。连树洞都不要。好，所以看来还是要跳一下。好，成功上来了。等一下，为什么听到噔铃的声音？是你们吼？一群小坏蛋。真的跟一座山一样高哎！看这个地方，我们可以看到他真的还在吃那个长条，帅。Let's go。 哦，我又被吃掉了。
You've got 5 seconds to spit me out before I fart in your windpipe. 5, 4, 3. Dimwit finally gets married to the princess. Yuck. How about we bring our golden goose back? And maybe change his name. Goosezilla, that suits him. What a creature. Oh, divine duck, you're an inspiration. Now fly away. Wreak havoc another day. Make it.
等一下，又是一样的乐团，一样的舞者。等一下，这重复性质也太高了吧？我总听到有死掉的东西。哦，这个箱子可以帮我挡风，但如果不挡的话，我会快被吹走。哎，我的硬币！哎，这太阳好可爱哦！我，等，差点被吹走。因为在甲板跳不是一件什么聪明的决定，那差点就要被吹走了。好一点，来吧。那边聚集超多人的。全染黑了，太棒了！不行，我完全没办法控制格林，风超大。我喜欢这一关。这也没有风，太好了。耶！结婚小蛋糕，恩爱的小两口，好可爱哦！管他们。好 ，Go！ 等一下，什么意思？好哦，很荒谬哎，这个绳子是会左右移的，但是你要跟着移动格林，不然会掉下去。刚被木桶推那一下，我直接快要吓烂。Oh, I'm so tired. 这个太难了吧！我没空了，看。拜托不要把我推下去！耶！哎，我的硬币在哪？冲啊！不然。其实这景观做的蛮美的，我觉得比那个渔夫和他的老婆还好。而且你看那太阳好可爱哦，好可爱。这海盗太阳，成功。那么再小心点，耶！来了，过关 ，Go！
Going to leave a mark. Okay, set course. Second star on the left. We'll sail until we find some isle of cuteness that needs to be set right. Perhaps Yoshi's Island is on our route. We'll find it before too long. Now the story has a shape I can relate to. The unanswered, unpleasant, or unspoken questions have a voice. Nobody gets to be as lucky as Dimwit without some practice. Sure, he had some help, but he knows how to beat the devil. Failing to motivate his sons with words, father encourages them to become useful family members by other means.
Come back without wood again and there'll be no meat or pudding for you. Lazy meandering sod, and take Dimwit to...
As if our work wasn't hard enough, you useless waste of a functioning anus. We have to watch this daydreaming imbecile?
Certain amount of family strife promotes economic imagination and inventive use of vulgar insults. Once in the woods, a mean-spirited dwarf accosts the brothers.
Give us a kiss and half your food and nobody gets hurt. Much?
Blow it out your back end, you oversized lawn ornament.
Hear that suffering? That's my work. I'm good at it. Now give me your food.
I would have shared. Why would you harm me? I've done nothing to you.
It's my job. Blame the boss. Here now, boy. Don't be naive. I'm sorry. Almost cut down the most crooked tree, and you'll find a nice surprise.
Help us, dimwit! I've severed me arm, and Best Boy's cut off his leg! I'd love to, bro, but I've got other business. This looks like the one. Hello there. You ought to be worth something.
He heads for town, a changed man, looking for the main chance. Uh-oh, several people sticking fast to feathers, while seemingly a stretch, makes perfect sense if the goose is in fact a huge leper ball of death 5,000 in disguise. That little guy wasn't kidding when he said Dimwit would find a surprise.
Father, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen! And a swell population control device. I want to marry that guy and have his children.
Well, will a misbegotten oaf like him appreciate your unique sense of humor? I'll test him. You, dimwit, empty my wine cellar in one sitting. Eat a mountain of bread and bring me a ship that sails on sea and land, and you can marry my daughter.
No problem, Your Honor. Does she come with a good dowry?
Surprised he didn't ask if she was a virgin, but off he goes to find a practiced tippler whose capacity can empty the king's wine cellar.
Perhaps you could get me a life preserver. I'd like to have a short kip before I consume the next 50 hogshead of the vino. Nice nose on it, by the way.
Nice nose on you, if I do say. Forget the life jacket. Get busy or you'll drown. I need you to drink faster so I can move on.
Well, we know he's short in the brains department, and it turns out he doesn't have much of a heart either.
It took some effort for me to find you, fatso, so don't disappoint. Open that big mouth and pack it in, quickly.
I'm just big bone, but if speed is of the essence, I can pick up the pace, so to speak.
Ew, that was a gingerbread family. Rest in peace.
Where did that malevolent dwarf find all these outsized appetites? He's my kind of guy. Drinking and eating accomplished, the ship is everything it should be. Dimwit delivered on all counts. The crew looks familiar.
Nice wedding, Dad. By the way, are you going to die soon? That would be convenient. I'd like to be king. Or would I be queen? We could trade every other year.
Should my legacy be that I allowed my lunatic daughter, her idiot paramour, and their evil spawn to ruin the kingdom? No, better the royal family should perish. Let someone else begin again. Bring out the goose!
Oh, be still my heart. Those swabbies are pirates. I could only hope. And Dimwit, oh yes, he is well and justly named. Logic is served, even if it doesn't taste so good. Whoa! Who saw that coming? The golden goose returns and earns its fame, scuttles a wedding, destroys everything and anyone in its path, sinks a ship. Mission accomplished! Doesn't get much better than that. May all our stories end so well. Until next time.
耶，破完了。哦，金额变得很不精哎，他真的很不精哎。好，其实金额这个故事真的很奇怪的地方是，它只有最前面的时候有提到鹅，那后面都没有了。你等一下，这是那个海吗？是哎，这是那个海哎，真想不到还有机会看到那片海。对，所以非常奇怪，就是我们只会在最前面看到，后面都不会看到。好，那我是常常，谢谢大家收看金额这个故事，就这样到此一个段落，那我们就下次再见喽，拜拜。